Hello dear learners, welcome to Learn Microbiology. To this new video series on MSc Entrance Exam Solved Questions. And this is going to be the part 1 of the video, and in this video we will be solving entrance exam questions based on pH, pOH, hydrogen ion concentration and hydroxyl ion concentration. So let's get started. Before we move on to solve the questions, let's first understand the concept. As we all know, this is the pH scale, which has a pH ranging from 0 to 14. And as we know, here pH 7 is called as the neutral pH, and when it is less than 7, it is going to be the acidic pH, and greater than 7 is going to be the alkaline pH. Now, most of the questions in entrance exam is how to calculate this hydrogen ion concentration from the pH, or how to calculate the pH from the hydrogen ion concentrations. Okay. So before moving ahead, remember hydrogen ion concentration will always be in moles per liter, which is called as the molar concentration. Okay. Now if you want to calculate this hydrogen ion concentration from the given pH, we should know the formula for pH, and that is pH equals minus the base 10 of hydrogen ion concentration. So if hydrogen ion concentration is provided, we can easily calculate the pH from this formula. And if we have to calculate the hydrogen ion concentration and pH is provided, then you can use this formula. The hydrogen ion concentration will be equals to 10 raised to minus of pH. What I mean by here is, let's say you have been given the pH 1 and you want to find out the hydrogen ion concentration. Very simply, what you need to do is just put here 10 raised to minus the pH, that is 1, and the unit, that is 10 raised to minus 1 molar or moles per liter. This is going to be your hydrogen ion concentration. So using this formula, you can similarly calculate the hydrogen ion concentration for all the pH ranges. The another term is pOH. Similar to pH, you can also calculate pOH. For that, you need the concentration of hydroxyl ions. You can also calculate the pOH value from the pH value. How to do that? For that, you have another formula, that is pH plus pOH equals to 14. So as you can see here, if the pH is 0, what will be the pOH? It has to be 14. If it is 1, it has to be 13. Both pH and pOH have to add to 14. Okay. Now as we have got the pOH values, let us see how to find out the concentration of hydroxyl ions. Again, we have formula for that, which is similar to the pH formula. pOH will be equal to minus log of hydroxyl ion concentration. Hydroxyl ion concentration, if pOH provided, then it going to be similar to this formula, that is 10 raised to minus of the provided pOH. So as we know, here pOH is provided, and if you want to find out the OH minus, you have to just substitute the pOH value over here. So in case of pOH 14, what will be the hydroxyl ion concentration? It is going to be 10 raised to minus of 14. Using the same formula, you can calculate all this OH minus concentrations. Okay. Now you can also find out the OH minus ion concentration from the provided hydrogen ion concentration. That is, if in the question you have been provided with hydrogen ion concentration and are asked to find out hydroxyl ion concentration, how will you do that? You have a formula for that. That is the hydrogen ion concentration into the hydroxyl ion concentration is going to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. So in case you have been provided with either any one of them, you can find out the another one very simply using this formula. So that's all, a bunch of formulas on the slide. I'm going to provide to you a pH formula chart, and that is over here. So I want everybody to take a screenshot of this and keep it with you whenever you are solving any questions related to pH. First, let me make you understand how to use this chart. Let's say you have to calculate hydroxyl ion concentration from the hydrogen ion concentration. Then you are going to use the above formula. This is the formula that you need to use. You have to follow these arrows. In case you have to find out this H plus from OH minus, then follow this below arrow. You are going to use this below formula. Similarly, if you want to find out H plus from the pH, then this is the arrow you have to follow and you are going to use the above this particular formula, and vice versa. Here as well, if pH is provided and you need to find out the pOH, then use the above formula, and in case you want to find out pH from pOH, use this formula. So that is how you will use this pH chart. So we have understood the concepts behind the pH, the different kinds of formula that you can use to solve the questions on pH. So now let us start solving some questions which have been taken from previous year entrance exam question papers. So here is the first question for you. What is the hydrogen ion concentration in moles per liter if pH of the solution is 3? Okay, and here are your 4 options. Now what is given? Given as pH. They are already given us the pH of the solution to be 3, and they have asked us to find out what? Hydrogen ion concentration, that is the concentration of H plus. How will you do that? We have a very simple formula that we just did in the last slide, and that is hydrogen ion concentration will be equal to 10 raised to minus pH, and that is 10 raised to minus, what is the pH provided? That is 3, and it's going to be moles per liter. So this is going to be the answer for the question. And now let us check with the options. You can see here that the first option is given here 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, and that will be the correct option for this question. It was a very simple one. Let's quickly move to the next question. In an aqueous solution, the concentration of H plus ions are equal to dash at pH equals to 0. And these are the options. So again here pH is provided to be 0, and you have been asked to find out the concentration of H plus. As we know, very simple, 10 raised to minus of pH is the formula. So you want 10 raised to minus of 0. Now as we know, 0 cannot be positive negative, so it definitely has to be 10 raised to 0. We know here that 10 raised to 0 or any number raised to 0 will always be 1. So the answer should be 1 mole per liter. Students, don't make a mistake here. It cannot be 0, right? 10 raised to 0 is going to be 1. So our correct answer will be option number C over here. Got it? Let's move to the next question. Question number 3. What would be the pH of a 100 ml solution made from 0.08 gram of NaOH in distilled water? Okay, so here are the options. So we have to find out pOH, right? And the solution provided is NaOH, which is an alkali. It is a base solution. So we will be getting the concentration of OH minus from this sodium hydroxide, and then from that we can find out the pOH value. But here they have not provided us the concentration of OH minus. Instead, they have given us some other values through which we can find out the concentration of OH minus. They are given that this NaOH solution is prepared from 0.08 gram of NaOH in 100 ml distilled water. So first we need to find out the concentration of this NaOH and in molarity. Okay, we have to find out its molarity, or we can say moles per liter. From that we can find out the OH minus. Now to solve this question, you need to know the formula of molarity. So what is the formula to find out molarity? Number of moles of NaOH divided by volume of the distilled water multiplied by 1000, right? So how to find out number of moles? Number of moles will be equal to, so I'll just write it here. This is all everything done in 12th standard, just we are doing the revision. Will be the weight of solute, or the solute here is NaOH divided by its molecular weight. So we should know the molecular weight of NaOH here, right? So how to find out molecular weight of NaOH? For that we have to add all the individual atomic weights of sodium, hydrogen and oxygen. So sodium it is 23, for oxygen it is 16, and then for hydrogen it is 1. So if you add this, it will total to 40. So 40 grams, right? So 40 will be going to be the molecular weight of NaOH, right? So by knowing the molecular weight, we can calculate number of moles. So number of moles equal to weight of NaOH. What is the weight of the NaOH provided in the question? To be 0.08 divided by 40. So we have to now calculate this. In most entrance exam, calculators are allowed, so you can easily do that. In case you don't have calculator, still you can do this simple way. What you can do is this decimal which is there on the numerator side, just shift it on the denominator side by putting 0. So you have decimal after 2 places, so it will be 8. You can write it 4. Similarly, you have here 1 0 already is there. Along with this 2 zeros, it will be 10 raised to minus 3 you can write down, and then this is 2, so it will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. When it comes, it becomes 2 into 10 raised to 3. So that will be the number of moles. So you can just put it here, 10 raised to 3, substitute the value of number of moles over here. Okay, it needs to be positive here, and it will be negative over here. Okay, so that just make a change here, because we are going to put here zeros below, so it will be 10 raised to 3 here, and when it becomes to the numerator, it becomes 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so and then the volume, what is the volume of distilled water? That is 100 ml multiplied by this 1000. So it will come up how much? You can just calculate, cancel out this 2 zeros, and here there is 1 0 along with this, so it will become 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar, correct? This is the molarity of NaOH that we have calculated. Okay, so now from this, how to find out OH minus concentration? As we know, NaOH is a strong base. So when it will dissociate, when you prepare a solution of NaOH, it will dissociate to form Na plus and OH minus ions. So the concentration of NaOH is going to be equal to the concentration of OH minus, correct? So each Na plus and OH minus concentration will be how much? It is going to be 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar. So from this we can say, so here the concentration of OH minus will be equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 molar, right? So then what you have to do, you have to now substitute the OH minus value in the formula and we can find out the POH. So we need to do some log calculation. So I have a table of log here. Okay, this particular table can help you to solve certain log calculations. These are approximate values. So let us put the values in the formula and calculate the POH. You have to calculate POH, right? So first let's find out the POH from the OH minus concentration. So let me let me solve it over here. So as we know, POH, what is the formula? Minus log of to the concentration of OH minus. So we know the concentration of OH minus to be how much? It is 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. So now here again I am going to share with you a trick to solve any log calculations which is having such a value where 10 is raised to a negative power. Okay. What to do is, particular minus 2, when it comes out becomes positive, then this minus log of 2. Okay, that is how you need to solve this. The reason behind this, since here we have 10 and the log is also log to the base 10, they both get cancelled out and this 2 remains, and since we have already have a negative value outside, this negative become positive and this log of 2 becomes negative. Okay, so 2 minus log 2. So for log 2 we can use this table which will give us approximate value of log of 2, that is 0.30. Just subtract this, you will get the value to be 1.7, right? Okay, so if you can see the options, there is nothing like 1.7. So this has to be 1.7. So that might be a mistake over here. It needs to be 1.7 and the correct option will be C, 1.7. Let's move ahead to let's solve the next question. Question number 4. What is the pH of 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar solution of H2SO4? Again a very simple question. Let's keep that log table with us for reference. You can by heart this log values of all this 10 from 1 to 10, which can help you to solve these questions very easily. So it's very simple. We have been given with the concentration of H plus. So right, we have been provided with the concentration of H plus to be 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar. You need to find out the pH. Okay. So as you can see over here, the solution is H2SO4, which is a strong acid, which will be completely dissociable, correct? So it has 2 hydrogens. Can you see? So when this molecule will dissociate, it is going to produce 2 H plus molecule, correct? And the provided concentration will be for 1 H plus. So remember, whenever you have a strong acid or a strong base which is having more than one dissociable hydrogen or OH, then you have to multiply it. So here as well we need to multiply this value. This is the value for 1 H plus, and since we will have 2 H plus here, you just have to multiply this value by 2, then you will get around 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar. We have got the concentration of H plus, we can put it in the formula minus log of 3 into 10 raised to minus 4 molar. And it's very simple to do this now. I've already shared it in the previous question how to do it. Here we have a positive value 4 minus log of 3. By doing this you can easily calculate 4 minus, what is the formula for log of 3? It is going to be 0.48, and if you calculate it will come around somewhere to be 3.52, something like that, since it's an approximate value, and you can find the closest value which is here is 3.5. So the correct option should be 3.5. Okay, I hope you all are understanding and you will be able to solve such questions. Let's take one more question. Question number 5. If the pH of a solution at 25 degrees Celsius, that is room temperature, is 2 and you change it to 4, what is the change in the concentration of H+? So this is our option. So as it is provided in this question, the solution was of pH 2 and its pH was increased to 4. So pH was increased, maybe they have added certain alkali, okay, to do that. Now we need to find out what will be the pattern of the change in the hydrogen ion concentration. So we know how to calculate hydrogen ion concentration from the pH, right? So if pH is 2, what will be the hydrogen concentration? It is going to be 10 raised to minus 2, correct? Similarly over here it is going to be 10 raised to minus 4. So you can see the hydrogen ion concentration has decreased. When we went from 0.2 to 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 4, there is a decrease. Yes or no? So here we know 10 raised to minus 2 value is greater than 10 raised to minus 4, correct? So we can see the hydrogen ion concentration has decreased. Okay. So if you just look at the options, option 1 doubles, no, it cannot be. It can be half increased by 100 times, not possible, or it can be decreased by 100 times. So either your option should be B or it should be D. Okay. So let's find out how much is the decrease. If you can see that decrease is around 10 raised to 2, right? The decrease is around 10 raised to 2. So from that we can say that the hydrogen ion concentration has decreased how much? 100 times, correct? So the option D will be the correct answer. So such type of questions are usually asked. Let us again remember our pH scale to understand this. See over here, when your pH is getting increased, you can see the hydrogen ion concentration to be getting decreased. And how much is the decrease? The decrease is around 10 times. Yes or no? From 10 raised to minus 1 to 10 raised to minus 2, there is a decrease in 10 times. From 10 raised to minus 2 to 10 raised to minus 3, again 10 times decrease. Correct? So as per this question, the pH was 2 and it changed to 4. So when you move from 2 to 3, there will be a 10 time decrease, and from 3 to 4 again there will be a 10 time decrease. So what will be total? It is going to be decreased 100 times. So remember, whenever you are increasing the pH, for every increase in pH, your hydrogen ion concentration decreases 10 times. You can also go vice versa. For example, your pH which was 10, now it is 8. Okay. So here your pH is getting decreased. So when pH is getting decreased, what will happen? Hydrogen ion concentration will increase 10 times. So when you are moving from pH 10 to pH 8, your hydrogen ion concentration will, here it will increase 10 times and here it will increase 10 times. Total it will increase 100 times. This same applies to OH minus ions as well as POH as also. Okay, so remember, when you increase the pH, hydrogen ion concentration will decrease 10 times. If you are decreasing the pH, your hydrogen ion concentration will increase 10 times. Okay, so based on this concept, you can expect a lot of questions. So now this is the time to give you certain assignment. Yes, definitely. So use your knowledge on whatever you have learned in this video and solve these questions which is given as an assignment for all of you. So solve this question and post the answers to this question in the comment box below. Okay. And those who have posted correct answer will definitely receive a reward in the next video. So thank you all students for watching this video. If this video was helpful, share it to your friends, like the video and don't forget to subscribe to Learn Microbiology.